So, good evening, good evening, good evening. Apologies for being 27 minutes late. Blame Terry Flewers and Big Steve. But Rance, fresh off on the back of me sitting there cooking you on Friday. Where do you want to start, mate? Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Arsenal, the banter club?
But this is what it is, bro. Like, life comes at you fast, innit? And that's what I say in football, yeah. You gotta have a thick skin, bro, because you give it out, you gotta be able to take it in it. And that's what happens, bro. Every dog has its day, bro. And when it's your day, you just need to make the most of it because, boy, you know it's only round the corner, fam. You know it's only round the corner. So I don't
run my mouth about Arsenal too often, bro. Because every time I get clapped back real quick. I couldn't believe it. I can't lie. Southampton, man. Yeah, I was sat there giving it, I'll be fuming if we concede one. 30 seconds into the game, I'm ready to snap my macking off, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what's going on? And then we go 2 and we let the BTEC Lewis Hamilton sneak around the back of Gabriel and score, bro. Like he should be sacked. Why didn't he celebrate? Like, you've played for Everton, and now you play for Southampton, and you're celebrating. Like, that makes no sense.
It's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. I don't know. I think some of these players care too much about like being liked and that. I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I would have been knee sliding. Do you know what I mean?
Full Addy by your settings.
Mate. All the way, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying, bruv? You're in a relegation battle.
Haaland's face underneath it, like
you're in a relegation battle with your current club, yeah, and you score a goal to go 2-0 up at Arsenal, and you don't celebrate. That's criminal, blood. I would have been going mental, bro. Like, the club that are paying your wages right now are in a relegation battle, bruv. Every goal needs to be celebrated, innit? Especially one like that. So I don't know. It's a weird one, but I don't know. Theo's that nice guy tax, innit, for Theo.
Yeah, he's always been the nice guy. I didn't know whether he wanted to play up front or on the right wing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's just that, innit?
Yeah, a confused guy, man. What did you make of that, though? I know you phoned me up and I see your clip you put out. I didn't know you was live as well. I know you said you was going to go live if Arsenal started losing. Yeah. You're a joker. Just holding up the T-shirt.
Yeah, bro. That's it, man. Because it's like, I was on standby because I had a feeling, yeah. Like I said to you, I said to you about drawing the game before. I didn't think you'd lose. But I said, yo, like, you man could draw this. Because I just had a feeling, yeah, that Arsenal would drop points, innit? Because it's like, the games that you're supposed to win, those are the ones I worry about you in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's when I worry about Arsenal. Like, the City game, you're going to get smashed tomorrow. Like, I've got no doubts about that. But, like, the games like the Chelsea game, the Brighton game, all the games that on paper look like they should be difficult for Arsenal, I feel like they'll do enough. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's these games. That game there, Wolves on the last day, those are the games where you're not going to win. Those games. I expect Wolves to get a point from Arsenal.
For a ticket for that. People have paid $4,000 for a ticket for that game. I don't know
for the
why.
Wolves game.
I think they thought we were going to get the trophy or something. I don't know.
Bruv, let me tell you something. That Wolves game, yeah, you're not getting 3 points. You know, like that. That's going to be a game that you draw or something. You draw, you lose. So it's just going to be one of them ones where you're more likely to beat Chelsea and Brighton and draw with Wolves.
Do you know what? I just said this with Terry and Big Steve, yeah? Like, if we get smoked tomorrow, which I do think we will, I think that's going to be a 4-0.
Like, yeah, then you're going to crumble for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
I think you're going to
see us winning another game after
it's going to be an apple crumble thing. Yeah, 100%.
I think, like, when we see Arsenal lose points to Liverpool and West Ham, it was okay. Like, Zinchenko was crying cool, but he's got experience in crying. Yeah, but then we play Southampton, and that full-time whistle in the 99th minute, them players were on their backs, they were on their knees, they were squatting with their hands over their face.
And like also, what going for the added time in both halves as well? You had about fucking 20 minutes added time in that game, bro.
We had 5, I think we had 16 minutes. Was it 6? No, we had 13 minutes added time.
That's a joke. Half, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
In the first half, Martinelli's got away with one as well, by the way, yeah? Because you know when Harry Kane does that backing in one, yeah? Yeah, Martinelli did that on Bednarek, yeah? And the way he landed, yeah, I can see why they took him off, but at the same time, he was like, I'm fine, I'm cool. I know he's going to say that, but the way he landed, mate, yeah, it was like he landed on his neck upside down, mate.
Yeah, that shit's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, and you know it's bad when the sky cameras zoom out and they don't show you, and they showed a replay about 5-10 minutes later. Yeah, but that was the reason for the stoppage time in the first half. Second half, I don't really know. I can't lie. I have no idea.
Like 9 minutes stoppage for what, bruv? Like, bro, they were like, but did someone die and I didn't know? Because Like what, 10 minutes, bruv. Like almost. That's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, bruv. When I saw the added time, I was thinking, hold on, what the fuck is going on, bruv?
Look at this shameless guy in my chat. Tobes, you're a joker, man. Yeah, sitting there saying Poch did so great at Tottenham. Yeah, I see you on the Big Six. Don't think I didn't watch that last night. He did nothing, mate. He won nothing. Yeah, your club will won nothing. But don't worry, mate. Daniel Levy's coming out with, come on, you Spurs, Daniel. Like their brethrens and that, like big mates and that. Everyone knows Daniel Levy and that, yeah? Like, what are you chatting about? What's he giving it? Oh, yes, well, I have to get rid of the manager. Yeah, oh, come on, you, as if he signed that off. Come on, you Spurs. We're going to come back to that in a minute, yeah? Yeah, we're going to come back to that in a minute. You stay in my chat, yeah? Don't go anywhere, Don't go anywhere. But no, listen, honestly, man, I was so pissed off with the West Ham game. Liverpool won, I was fuming because I was like, they're shit, we're going to beat them. And for 40 minutes, we were all over them, battered them, let them back in the game. His subs fucked it up, blah, blah, blah. But you go, all right, cool, Liverpool, they can do that to anyone. Yeah, they smoke you 7. They can do that at Anfield. Yeah, like you can kind of say cool. But West Ham, I wanted to see a response. We see that for 10 minutes. We play them off the park. We're all thinking, this is sweet, man. How many more are we getting? We cock that up and hang on for dear life. Mikel Antonio should have won it at the end. And then you have a whole week to rectify all of them wrongs. And you go 2-0 down to Southampton. You go in at halftime 2-1. You think, right, the manager's going to get the light bulb out. Yeah, he's going to start screaming and shouting, bumps in the light and all of that crap. You can do it, guys. You can do it. Be the potato, guys. Be the crisp. Yeah, like all of that one. We come out and concede a third. It's like, but don't worry, mate. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Martin Odegaard scored in the 89th minute and got the crowd up, waving his arms about. Yeah, captain. Oh, he loves the badge, mate. Loves the badge. Yeah, but the way they fell to their knees at full time, mate, they know that's how it was done. And
yeah,
if
100.
If we get hammered, which I think we will. Yeah, too many of our big players, Rants, have disappeared in the last 3 games. Thomas Partey,
when it matters.
Stinkers.
When it matters.
Thomas Partey, 3 in a row, stinkers. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, I know he got a golden and assist and all of this crap. Great. Was you? Yeah, he was shit. But you know what? I said that went out on my TikTok, and all I get in the comments is, this is racially motivated.
Like, he was shit, Lee. He was shit. He's been shit for the last close to the last 3-4 games at least. He's been shit in it. Like, you know what I mean? When it's mattered. Like, and this is what it is. And it's not just him though. It's your club. And this is why I knew you weren't gonna win the title, because I said when it matters, you guys will shit the bed.
Yep. And listen, it's kind of mad, yeah, because Pep Guardiola has not won a Manager of the Month award all season. If he doesn't win a Manager of the Month award and wins the title, I think he's the first manager to ever do that. Yeah. And you know what? Do you think he gives a toss? Oh, I wasn't voted Manager of the Month. Yeah, who cares? I won the league, mate. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, Trossard, another one. Like, Trossard nearly won it with the one off the crossbar and that. It's like, mate, we did not deserve to get out of that game with a draw, yeah? And when we scored that goal, and then they put up like 8 minutes of stoppage time, I was like, right, we're going to fucking nick this.
Bruv, yeah? Everyone was saying in my chat, everyone in my chat was saying Arsenal going to win this. I was like, no, they're not, bruv. Like, when you made it 3-2, I was like, cool, this is a draw. You know what I mean? Because I looked at the game and I was like, Arsenal ain't going to score 3 here, but a draw is good enough for me. Like I was sitting here thinking,
but then we scored a minute later, yeah. So I'm sitting there. Me and Ola are like, I've been cussing. I've got like fucking thousands of people. I'm like, everyone's going nuts here. Like, and I'm like, now, Ola, this is disgraceful, man. How are we doing this? And then we score again. I didn't even cheer them 2 goals, by the way, the second and the third. I don't even think I cheered Martinelli's first goal. I was like, fuck the first goal. Oh, maybe I did. But either way, they then put 8 minutes up, yeah. And I'm like, yo, Arsenal, 8 minutes to go, yeah. All over them. They're shit a brick. They're bottom of the table. And, bro, Thomas Partey.
And they lost their best player, bro.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Thomas Partey, yeah. I think that ball's still fucking orbiting space with Harry Kane's penalty against France. What was he doing?
When you talk about decision making, who does that, bro? Like, I remember when people were giving it the Casemiro Partey shouts and all that. Yeah, bro. Listen, like, Thomas Partey is a good footballer. That's it. Like, he's just good. Like, all this extra shit that people are trying to attach to him, he's not that guy, bro. Like, he hasn't shown me for more than 2 games in a row, yeah, that he can perform at a high standard, bro. This guy's hit and miss, bro. Most of the time it's miss. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, the only time he's actually scored a banger like that was against Tottenham.
Against Tottenham, bruv. Come on. And he tries that once or twice every game.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? And like, what? He might score 3 a season.
You think you're going to do the glory one in the 98th minute? Yeah, good one, mate. Yeah, good one. Like he had literally 9 players in the box that he could have passed the ball to, and he decides to shank it high, wide, and ugly. Like, it's crazy. I don't get it, man. Yeah, and I don't get why it took us to get to that second goal in the 87th minute for us to start playing. We're playing Southampton. What have we done to rectify the problems from Liverpool and West Ham? Makes no sense. You start the game. Like, what do you put it down to? Because I've seen a lot of people saying, like, it's arrogance, it's cocky, it's complacency, it's weak mentality, it's the pressure. Bro, Ramsdale has played that pass or tried to play that pass all season, yeah? Right, so if it was pressure, surely he would have just gone, fuck it, I'll just hoof it. Do you think that's arrogance? Do you think they're believing their own hype, some of these players?
I think it's definitely, it's a combination of arrogance and a combination of definitely guys bottling it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's arrogance in the sense that Arsenal have played so well this season, yeah, that some of these players think they just got to turn up to games and they've won it. Southampton would have been that. Southampton at home. These lot must have just said, what, Southampton? Bottom of the league, game's over before it starts. Do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, that's it. Bruv, I've seen that with my own fucking futsal team, bro. Like, when we play against teams that we're supposed to beat, like, I've seen that 1 or 2 of the players turn up like the fucking results, like, guaranteed before the whistle's even blown. Like, it's very, very normal. Like, do you know what I mean? It's normal, especially when you're used to winning. Yeah. And Arsenal have become used to winning this season. So I think I'd say it's 80% arrogance. Do you know what I mean? And 20% pressure. Like, the pressure only really kicks in, yeah, when you're 2-0 down. Do you know what I mean? Before the game, there weren't no pressure because it's fucking Southampton.
And then we got the little passion merchant, yeah, that did that. I said to Lewis from City Extra earlier, I did a stream with him, yeah. I said, when did Zinchenko become this leader of a club? I said, did he ever do this at City? He said Never. He tried to do it against PSG once, yeah, and Fernandinho nipped it in the bud real quick on the pitch.
He said, little man, relax. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Bro,
that's above your pay grade.
None of them wanted to come into the huddle.
Nah, that's above your pay grade, bro. You're Zinchenko. That's well above your pay grade. You need to relax. Not doing that. Come on, bro.
It's true though, man. I big up Oregon Goon, man. Yeah, as soon as I see Zinchenko and Fabio Vieira, yeah, I sat there and I was like, that's Theo Walcott's side, yeah. I was like, oh my days, I swear if he scores, he better fucking celebrate. And he did, and he didn't celebrate. Like, embarrassing. But how can we go into that game with that arrogance though, man? Like, you're going up against fucking Man City. You're going up against one of the greatest managers we're ever going to witness in our lifetimes, yeah?
No, but you should have the arrogance, Lee. I believe that Arsenal...
No, I understand that you should have a bit of...
the right to have a bit of arrogance, a bit of swagger about you, but always respect your opponents, innit? Be arrogant, but always respect your opponents.
The Arsenal teams of old, with this lot behind me, yeah? They had the arrogance. Look at when they're taking the penalty and Henry's swerving it to Pires and they fucked it up and that. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you're taking a penalty and Pires is like, shit. Yeah, I get the arrogance and the swagger. Alexis Sanchez had it. Yeah, like he just knew he was elite. He knew he was above most people he'd come against. But then he looks around, he's got bums next to him. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Thierry Henry, when we played Liverpool, 3-1 down. Yeah, 2-0, whatever this fucking score was. Yeah, and he went and scored the hat trick. He was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. You have to have the arrogance and the swagger, sure, yeah, if you're top of the table. But at the same time, like, you've achieved nothing at that point. You can have that arrogance, do it when you're 3-0 up. Do it when you're 3-0 up. Start doing the fucking Rabonas. Start doing the fucking Panenka pens. Yeah, start doing the fucking no-look passes. Don't be doing this shit when you're like fucking 0-0 and it's just kicked off. Like, it makes no sense. Like, bro, we nearly conceded the record-breaking goal in the Premier League ever. Yeah, Ramsdale made a worldie after 6 seconds against Leeds. We conceded against 9 seconds against Bournemouth, and then we conceded after 30 against this lot. Yeah, we've conceded the 3rd most goals at home in the league. Only Southampton and Leeds have conceded more this season. This is Brendan Rodgers Mark II.
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard, all we need now is a fucking slip. Yeah, 1-0 up tomorrow, 90th minute, and then fucking Gabriel slips or something. You watch. Like, or 1-1 going into stoppage time. Like, that's the only difference because we're scoring goals. I think we've only scored 2 goals less than City. Let me have a look. We've scored 1 goal less than City this season. 1 goal less than Man City. That all-star studded team. 1 goal less than them we've scored this season. So we are scoring loads of goals. But, bro, we've conceded 8 goals more than them. Yeah, and fucking 7 of them have come in the last 3 games. Yeah, they believe their own hype. Yeah, and when you believe your own hype too much, yeah, there's a fine line between cockiness and arrogance. Yeah, or confidence and arrogance. You can be confident, but then you have to go and back that shit up. And they've done that all season. But then the arrogance is when Ramsdale's trying to play a pass that you're never going to make, mate. Yeah. Just chip that to fucking Zinchenko or chip it to Ben White or chip it into midfield. Whack it up to the striker. Yeah.
And it's not like for instance, De Gea fucked up the other day, to Maguire. But the difference between De Gea and Ramsdale is Ramsdale's actually confident with his feet. So it wasn't like he panicked or anything. That was just him being super casual. Like that's what that was. That was super, super, super casual. That wasn't, oh shit, under pressure, let me get rid of it. This is do you know what I mean? Like we're fucking Arsenal. Like, what do you mean? That's what that was.
Yeah, that was, do you know, have you seen what he said today? There's a little video clip doing the rounds. He's been on a YouTube channel or something. Then he said, well, after finishing 5th last season, if we finish 2nd or 3rd this season, it'd be a good season.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so what?
What is that recent?
That's today.
Are you sure that's not an old clip?
Bro, that's today.
How can a man be talking about not winning the league, when you're top of the league already? How are you talking about not winning? How can you
have that much cockiness and arrogance, right? Passed the ball straight to Southampton's striker who had time and space to pick his spot. And he still should have saved it, by the way. Still should have saved it. Yeah. And then you got the balls to come out and go, by the way, but if we finish 2nd or 3rd this season, it's still a good season. Gabriel Jesus has not mentioned the age of the squad all season. He's apparently coming as the leader with Zinchenko. They're bringing the winning mentality. After the game, he does an interview post-match and says, well, it's a young squad.
Yeah. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Bro, it's a young squad by fucking design.
He said he's not making he said, I'm not making any excuses, but it's a young squad.
I'm not making
That's a fucking excuse.
I'm making an excuse.
A fucking excuse, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because when you were peppering everyone at the start of the season, no one was talking about the age of the squad. No one. Not your fans, not the commentators. No one was talking about the age of the squad. Everyone was talking about how good the football was, how well Arteta's done, all these. No one's talking about the age of the squad. It only becomes an issue when you're fucking up. And this is what I always say. In football in general. When people make excuses for players, he's only this age, he's only that age. Listen, if you're old enough to don the shirt, you're old enough to take the criticism that comes with it. Facts. I don't care how old you are, because if you weren't good enough, in the eyes of the manager, you wouldn't be there. You're not there because you're young. You're there because the manager thinks you're good enough. So if the manager thinks you're good enough and I don't...
Haaland is 20-2. Yeah. He's on course,
Bro, who's talking about his age, Lee? No one.
Thank you. Bro, this guy could break the fucking all-time record that has stood for nearly 100 years of goals in a season in English football. Yeah. If he breaks Dixie Dean's record, Arsenal legend, Everton legend, back from the 20s, bro, 63, I think, is the record. And he's on what, 49? Bro, he needs 40. He needs what, 14 goals to equal it. Well, they've still got another fucking 8 Premier League games. They've still got a cup final.
He just needs 3 more games in the Champions League, maybe. He just needs two goals a game. Well, really, he needs 1 goal a game for all the games that they've got left.
Yeah, he's got what, 8 Premier League games? Is it 8 games?
Yeah, and potentially you'll have 2 semi-finals and a final in the Europa League.
So there's 11 games, and then he's got a cup final against you guys in the FA Cup. So he's got 12 games. Yeah, to score 14 more goals to equal the record, bro. He's gonna bag a brace or a hat trick in a couple of them.
Yeah.
He could touch 70 goals this season, and even if he beats the record by 1 and does 64, even if he don't break the record and equals it, bro, 60 fucking 3 goals. Yeah, he's 22. Who's mentioned his age?
No one.
Why?
Absolutely no one.
Bro, my man didn't even take the penalty at Wembley the other day. I was standing there. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I love Mahrez. You know I love Mahrez, yeah? I'm thinking the fucking audacity. Yeah, the audacity when this guy could break a fucking record
and he
that stood in English football for nearly 100 years. Yeah. And you're taking the fair play to Mahrez, yeah? Because he scored first hat-trick in a cup final, semi-final since 1958. Bro, that was the year my dad was born. Like, so fair play to Mahrez, but bro, how are you taking that penalty off of Haaland and Haaland just accepting that? I'll be going, you ain't taking shit, mate. Give me the ball. Yeah? Like, it's mad. And he's 22. He's 22 and he's come to the Premier League and just made a mockery of it. Like, he can break the record in the Premier League against us tomorrow night, which he will.
Yeah, he will. He'll score at least 2 tomorrow.
He's definitely scoring 1. And this is the problem with that Man City team, yeah? Like, as Steve says, they are that big blue shark that are chasing us, yeah? But I think Arsenal fans have had this mouthful season without realising how good City have actually been this season because we've been doing so well. Yeah, but the reality is Man City have done what they do every season. Yeah, if you look at their points tally, they're there or thereabouts the same as what they normally are on the
they were like a point off or something like that.
Exactly.
This is what they do, then they start steamrolling at the end, yeah.
Yeah, they have their little blip at the start or around Christmas time, drop a few games, lose a few games, except draw to Everton with Lampard, draw to Newcastle, lose to Brentford last minute. But they always come good from fucking end of February onwards. Yeah, and at that point, they're in fucking cruise control. 3 goals a game, 4 goals a game. Yeah, so did we expect anything different? Well, we probably shouldn't have done because we've seen the same story since he's been there.
Sure.
So why are we now sitting there going, oh, yeah, but, you know, City have been off the boil this. No, they haven't. Anyone who's saying City have been off the ball this season, don't fucking watch Man City, mate. And ain't watched Man City under Pep. Yeah, this is what Man City do, which is why Man City fans, they seem arrogant, but they're not. They're confident. Yeah, they're confident because they know, yo, you can be 8 points clear, mate. Fucking have your 8 points.
Yeah. Listen, there's enough evidence of what Man City have done for Man City fans to be extremely calm. And just as calm as Man City were, I was as calm about you lot fucking it. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Bro, it wasn't arrogance from my side. It was, bro, I've seen Arsenal bottle it many times.
And it weren't hope.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't hope, bro. Like, like I said, I ran the numbers, bro. Like, I've watched a lot of football. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, I grew up watching Manchester United and Arsenal fight it out for the Premier League. That was the era that I was growing up watching football in. Do you know what I'm saying? So I grew up watching Man United and Arsenal back on forwards. Like, I remember all the battles, bro. Like, all the iconic goals that they always show between Arsenal and Man United. Henry, the volley when he flicked it up and all these things. I was watching these games as a child. So, like, I saw the rivalry behind Man United. I remember the 6-1 win. I remember the 8-2. I remember all of those things. I remember when you lifted the Premier League against us, bro. Like, I remember all these things. Like, Sylvain Wiltord, I remember it, bro. Like, I grew up on that. So, because I grew up on that, like, I've seen what Arsenal are capable of. I know what they are capable of. And I also know, that when they get put under immense pressure, and it's not something that's just started, it's something historically, when they get put under pressure to deliver, they don't do it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what it is. When the pressure's off, Arsenal are the best team in the world. Like, that is it. When the pressure's off, no one's going to play better football than Arsenal. Like, no one. Like, nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? But when it matters, this is when you get to see what teams are really about. And that's why when you look at someone like a Real Madrid, look at teams like Chelsea and stuff like that, they're the exact opposite, bro. Like, they'll be playing super, super, super shit, bro.
And then bang.
Champions League. Champions League. Grind out a result, like, out of nowhere, like, just not playing well, no form.
Look when Chelsea won the Champions League, yeah. When they was it John Terry got sent off? Who did he knee in the back?
I can't remember. They done it with Di Matteo, and then
that's the one I'm on about. The Di Matteo one.
They were awful.
They were away to Barca. John Terry needs somebody in the back, or elbowed him or something, sent off. Yeah, and then Ramirez went through and dinked the goalkeeper. Yeah, Fernando Torres, who had been shit for Chelsea the whole time, kills the game. You're like, how have Chelsea done that? Because these teams rise and put their head above the parapet, in obscure times, They're like, yo, Fuck it. We thrive off of the pressure. Didier Drogba, yeah, against fucking Munich. Last minute, bang, we're having some of that. Yeah, goal. Yeah, and it's like Real Madrid do it every year. Why do you think Real Madrid have won 14 fucking Champions Leagues? Because in the big moments, big players step up and say, right, it's our time to shine. Yeah, Barcelona are going to walk the title, but they might win the Champions League again. Yeah, they might win it again. Let's be real. That game against Man City is not game over yet. Just City are doing great. Yeah, Real Madrid in that competition, it's like a spark's ignited in them, and they just go, "Fuck it, this is ours." Yeah, and it doesn't matter how shit their league form is, and it is shit. Real Madrid's. I've watched them all season. They've not been great at all. They're been conceding chances to every team they've played. Lost to Villarreal 3-2 the other night. But when Arsenal have it with no pressure. Christmas champions. How many times have Arsenal been top at Christmas? Yeah. It's mad. How many times have Arsenal been top under Wenger? Even in his last decade, we've been top at Christmas against Leicester. Yeah, we've been top at Christmas before that in 08. Yeah, we've been top at Christmas in 13-14. We've been top at Christmas a lot of times and fell away. Why? Because the pressure's on. And when the pressure comes, it bursts pipes and they fold. Yeah, and it looks like it's happening again. And as much as I'm happy with how we've played this season, I do think we've been the best team in the league up to this point right now. But ultimately, there's still another 6 to 8 games left for these teams.
Sure.
You can be top for 37 games and then not win the league. Don't matter about the 37 then, does it? Yeah, and when you've got this mentality that's rife in our football club of top four. Yeah, but I've got the receipts, bro. I remember Ramsdale, Smith Rowe, Xhaka, Odegaard all sitting on pre-season saying top 4 in Europa League's a must. That's what we've got to do this season. Yeah, I've seen our CEO say top 4 is the aim. Yeah, I've seen our fan base say top 4 Europa League. Cool. Well, if we don't win this title after bigger fish to fry and all that bullshit, yeah, cool. I'm putting all them receipts out. Putting all the receipts out, yeah. So the whole fan base en masse said top 4 in Europa League. 4 of our players, including our captain and vice-captain, said top 4 in Europa League. Well, by your standards then, at the start of the season, and by these players' standards, we failed if we don't win the league. So who's accountable for this? Oh, yeah, no one. Oh, we gave it a go.
That's it. And then what? Next season, what's the story?
Next season, the story is, yeah, and Lewis, big up to Lewis on City Extra. Make sure you sub to City Extra, people, yeah? He sat there earlier and he made a fucking great point, right? He said last season, Arsenal should have finished top 4. They should have, yeah? He said, and they lost, 13 games Arsenal lost, yeah? This season, we've lost 3 games. Let me have a look. 3 games, I think it is, yeah? Right? But we dropped points in last season. I'm looking now. Last season, we dropped points in 16 games. We lost 13 and drew 3, right? This season, we've lost 3 and drawn 6. So we've dropped points in 9 games. So he said, well, you should have got there anyway. You should have got the top 4. So now add on another 5-10 points, say 10 points on top of what you finished on last season. That's now 79, 80 points roughly we should have got this season, yeah? If you're going for progression. Well, all of a sudden, you're not that far away from Man City, even if they have a 90-point season. You're within 10 points. Yeah? So to underestimate Arsenal, he said, was stupid because they fell away, bottled it at the end of the season, but they probably should have had about 7 or 8 points more last season. Now I've done another 10 points because they're going to get better. All of a sudden, they've got 18 points more than what they finished on last season. That is now them in a title race. And he's right. But he also said, well, they've thrown away 3 cups. Well, next season, you can't throw the Champions League in the bin, mate. So you've got to play your fucking first 11 in that.
Yeah.
Now you still got to go for the title again. And you've got to go for the FA Cup. It's your comp. Fair enough. Carabao Cup, you all want to dismiss it, whatever. We'll throw that one in the bin then.
Sure.
What, and you think we're going to go and do in the summer what's required?
To be able to compete on all them fronts.
All fronts. How many players do we need then? Because this fan base all season has said thin squad. Okay, so what? We need another 11 players then. So I don't want to see nobody rating this transfer window in the summer a fucking 8 out of 10 if we only sign 3. You should be rating 0. Yeah, because you're telling me we still can't compete.
Yeah, setting yourself up for failure again, bro. Like we challenged, we challenged on 3 fronts this season, yeah. Some people are saying forefronts. We were never in the title race. Like
Well,
other
you
people
was for 3 days. Let's be real, twice.
we wasn't really though. Do you know what I'm saying? We weren't really
I was
though.
warning you into a fucking
Yeah,
title.
like people were talking us into the title race, bro. Like I said, if we go to Anfield and we win, then we're in the title race, and we didn't. We got smashed. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, like I said,
that, you should still be in the Europa League. Yeah, if you
no,
finish at home,
we should still be in the Europa League. But the fact is, Lee, like we've played the most amount of games in European football, bruv. Like we've gotten the furthest than anyone else in every country in respective competitions, bro.
In all
Do you know what I'm saying? So, and with the squad that we have, and we don't have
apart from Madrid.
Yeah, and we don't have amazing.
Don't have the League Cup. That was their fucking Copa España.
Didn't they get rid of one cup though in Spain though?
Yeah, the Copa España.
Yeah, they got rid of a cup. So,
but yeah, the only team that have done what you've done is Real Madrid.
Yeah, and we do not have. We don't have the quality in depth. We have the numbers, but again, we've had loads of injuries that we also don't talk about. It hasn't been highlighted. Do you know what I mean? I can go through the Man United team. And when you look at us, Luke Shaw's been out for periods. Lissandro won the World Cup, didn't come back straight away, and then he was injured, and now he's injured now. Varane got to the World Cup final. Do you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't there, and then he got injured as well. Dalot got injured for a bit as well. McTominay's been out. Van der Beek's out. Sabitzer was out. Anthony's been out. Fucking Martial's been out. Sancho was out.
Yeah,
Rashford's been out. Bro, this is the whole team. Casemiro was suspended twice. Do you know what I'm saying? For like 8 games or more. That's over 12 names I've ran off, bro. Like, and we still managed.
Fred's another one. Fred had a little injury.
Fred had a little injury and was out for a little bit. Bruv, like, I can go through the whole team, you know, like that. And we still managed to compete as long as we did. Yeah, Eriksen as well. Do you know what I mean? Bruv, it's the whole team's been out.
Martial, all of these players.
Nobody's talking. No one's talking about how well we've actually done to still be in the top 4 and go as far as, and Greenwood not even a part of the squad, to be as far as we've got here with as little resources we've had at one time. We've been playing a full Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back 5 because man are injured.
As well. There's another
Garnacho's out again, exactly, and he was scoring important goals.
Yeah, super sub.
Come on, bro. That's 15 players, Lee, that we've mentioned.
Bro, we've only got 15 decent players. Do you know what I'm saying? We've only got 15 decent players. But this is the thing, yeah? It's like I love Turkish to bits, yeah? And I see what he was saying on the Big Six. Somebody put a donation in on the Big Six and said, Gunnar said that everyone who says that Man United winning the Carabao Cup and Arsenal finishing second is a better season for Arsenal is a disgrace. And big up Turkish, man. He said it. Listen, he said it how he sees it, yeah? And that's why I rate him, yeah? He said, yeah, but I don't give a fuck about the League Cup. Yeah, which is cool. If you don't give a fuck about the League Cup, you don't give a fuck about the League Cup. Yeah, but I do. I was there at Wembley when Man City beat us. Yeah, I was sitting doing the watch along when we were playing Liverpool. Yeah, we got the draw at Anfield and everyone was gassing it with 10 men. Yeah, like if Arsenal won the League Cup that season, it would be the greatest cup in living history because Arteta won it. Yeah, so it's we can all sit there and
just
say,
like when you look gassed up the Community Shield when he won it, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
The double in that.
Yeah, that's it.
But this is the thing, yeah. It's like, for me, a trophy is a trophy. The Community Shield I ain't classing. Yeah, that's a glorified soccer aid, yeah.
It's Cup, pre-season friendly.
Yeah, the League Cup, but he made a good point, Turkish. He said you have to actually achieve something to get to the Community Shield.
It's facts.
Yeah, so you have to win the league or the cup to get in the Community Shield. So he's kind of right. Big up Turkish.
No, you do have to win something to be in the Community Shield. So it means that you've earned the right to be there, but it still doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't win it or lose it. Yeah, if you win it or lose it, it used to be called the Charity Shield.
It used to be shared. It used to be shared.
I think it's called the Charity Shield because I'm pretty sure that the clubs don't even get any money from that. Like it's a friendly. The money goes to charity.
All the money goes to charity. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So it's a friendly.
Yeah, it's a friendly game that opens up the new season, and everyone gets gassed because it's the league, the FA Cup winner and the league winner. Yeah, going toe to toe. Yeah, but he's right. You do have to win something to be there, and you have to work harder to be there than you do for the League Cup or the FA Cup. But at the same time, for me, that don't mean nothing. It's a charity game. It's the season opener. To win an FA Cup, bro, we've won it 14 times. Yeah, we've all been there. You've seen your team win it. I've seen my team win it and nick it off of you. 0-5. We didn't deserve to win that. You fucking should have won 8-0.
Oh, that was the one when, what was it, a penalty? Vieira penalty?
Yeah, Vieira scored his last ever goal for Arsenal off the pen. Bro, you should have battered us 8-0.
I remember we absolutely killed you that game, bro. Like, that's how you know it sticks in my mind, bro. Like,
bro, how the hell we did not lose that game is mad. But again, like when people are dismissing the Carabao Cup, they're only dismissing it because they think that their team is more elites than they are. Yeah. Arsenal are not in a position like Real Madrid to say, well, okay, we'll get to our third Copa del Rey final in 10 years because we've been challenging for Champions Leagues and leagues. We're not in that position.
Sure.
So for me, a trophy is a trophy. Win saying. If Tottenham won the League Cup this season, fucking hell, mate, they'd still be partying. They'd do an open top bus parade. They'd do the whole works mid-season because it's a trophy and they ain't won one for a long time. Arsenal, for me, they're a little bit above that because we have nicked 4 FA Cups since we moved to the Emirates. But don't be dismissing cups when we don't win them every year and we're not challenging from them every year. And when people want to sit there and go, oh, yeah, but Man United only beat this team and this team and this, who gives a shit? That ain't Man United's fault. Got beat who's in front of you.
That's it, bro. We would have had tougher games if the better teams didn't get knocked out.
Facts. You would not have played Brighton at the weekend. Yeah, you would not have played Brighton at the weekend if Arsenal actually fucking gave the FA Cup a go. Yeah, or Man City are in the final. But if Tottenham, Arsenal, and other clubs Chelsea took that competition seriously, Man United might not be in a final and Brighton definitely wouldn't have been in a semi.
Sure.
Yeah. And listen, that's a great segue. We're going to wrap this up in a minute, people, yeah? Because we started mad late. That's my fault. 1,500 in here. Smash the like button. Sub to Rance's channel as well. Link in the title. But you said to me the other day that even if you win that game against Brighton, which you were kind of 50-50 about after the Sevilla defeat, and boy, I'll tell you one thing that came out of that game for me, Caicedo is elite. That guy is a fucking baller. Yeah, a baller. Yeah, and it's a shame Brighton didn't get through. It would have been nice to see somebody else win the cup this year. Yeah, but are you still have the same mindset that you're going to get smoked in the final? Because if you think about it, they're playing the Champions League final 7 days after they played that. Yeah,
I don't think that matters.
Really wrap the league up, so
I don't think that matters
when they play you.
You know what it is, yeah? Like after they win the fucking league, bruv, I'm gonna go and meet Grealish and we're gonna go on a bender and hopefully, he's not available for the FA Cup final. You know them ones there.
Just I might take him Tenerife, bruv.
Bruv, I might just say, yo, you know what, bruv? Like, you know what I'm saying? It might have to be that, bro. I think that they could have half an eye on the Champions League, and
that's what I'm saying.
We could catch them. We've beaten them this season before. Do you know what I mean? So it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but I just feel like the treble is something that they're talking about. The treble is something they're talking about.
His link's in the title, people. I don't know what you're chatting about. Rance's link is in the title, mate.
Yeah, I think that they're talking about the treble. I believe that is something that they're really talking about.
Oh, 100. Do you think, right, all jokes aside, I know you're going to just say it as it is, like Man United won the treble, but Man United won the treble, sorry, the link ain't in the title, I've done it now, you won the treble and you won the league on, 78 points? Yeah, 78 or 79 points.
Something low like that, yeah.
Yeah, you beat us in the fucking semi-final. I'll never forget that, man. Fucking Bergkamp penalty saved. And then Giggsy running around getting his little pigeon chest out.
Yep.
Yeah. The whitest person I've ever seen in my life, by the way, is as white as that fucking England shirt on Grealish behind you, bruv. Like Milk Bottle FC. But I'll never forget that. He was waving it around his head. And I'm just screaming at the screen, fucking foul him. Foul him. Everyone, Keown and Dixon and that, just letting him bounce off him. Yeah, but then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the final. And I remember that as well, because I was with this girl at the time, We had a big argument. Yeah, and I said, fuck this, I'm going home. Yeah, Man United, but she was Man United. And it was going into stoppage time. And I lived like 2 minutes away. I got home and you'd won 2-1. I was like, fuck off. I was like, you're taking the piss. Yeah. But do you think Man City, with the amount of points tally they've got to get to win the league this season, plus the fact that it's now going to be a three-peat as well. Yeah, and the fact that they're going to have to beat Bayern Munich and Real Madrid along the way to win in the Champions League, and one of the Milan's.
Yeah, but we beat Bayern Munich though. You know what I mean?
No, I know you beat Bayern in the final. Yeah, and Bayern were better then than they are now.
A lot better now than they are now. Do you know what I mean? We beat a better Bayern Munich. Do you know what I'm saying, man? Like, come on, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? We beat Juventus.
Do you think if Man City beat you, that is the
we beat Juve and Inter, I swear, as well, bro? Like,
yeah, but do you think what I'm saying is, do you think the points tally in the league, cool, whatever, the league's the league, yeah? You have to beat what's there, cool, right? But you beat us, and that was an all-star studded Bergkamp, Henry, fucking the whole kit and caboodle, yeah? Do you think that Man City beating you in the final is a bigger achievement than you beating us in the semi to then go on and win the FA Cup? Yeah, and making it, because that Arsenal team that you beat was elite. Do you think Man City winning the league against Arsenal that is not as good as the players behind me? Do you think Man City's achievement of winning the treble would be better than Man United's? Because you were in a different era. Do you think it'd be bigger?
I don't think it's better. The reason why I don't think it's better is because I think this era of football is weaker than the 90s. I think we can all agree. Like, we had Zidane, Juventus, we had R9 Inter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the equivalent to that in this game, bro? Man City have literally 2 11s that are probably getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we had Hennenberg, Ronnie Johnson, and them man playing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesper Blomqvist and that, bruv. Like, Man United were not Man United weren't a super team like what Man City are right now. Do you know what I mean? It's not even comparable. Like, City's team is so far clear of our 99 team. If they played, that City team would smoke us, bro.
I agree. Somebody said this to me. I said this earlier with Lewis here. Somebody in the comments said, you're chatting shit. I was like, bro, that City team would batter United.
Yeah, they would kill us.
They would. They'd batter United because you know what? Although you had a better manager than you've got now, and you had better players for sure. Yeah, that City team is a joke. Like, it is a joke. Like,
our 07-08 team was better than our 99 team.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
But fucking said it. The 09 team, the 09 team when you smoked us in the semi.
Oh, yeah, Ronaldo. Fuck off. That team was wild. Oh my days. That team I'd like to see go up against Man City now. Do you know what I'm saying? Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand, bruv. To put that team up against Man City now, you got a game. You know, like that, you got a game. But not the 99 team. The 99 team would have got cooked.
Yeah, I think they would have. Like Sheringham and that. Like, I mean,
100.
come on. Like, good players, really good players. Listen, you don't fluke a treble. There's no way you fluke a treble. You can't fluke a treble. Yeah, you can fluke a cup. Yeah, but you come on, man. Like, you don't fluke a treble. Yeah, because you have to be the best team to win the league. Yeah, and in 99, you're going up against us. We'd won it the year before. Yeah, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's mad. No, sorry, we didn't win it the year before. We won it 97. Yeah, 97, 98. Yeah, we did win it the year before, 97, 98. And then you come back and done this the year after. You did, yeah. But and you're going up against like fucking top players, man. We had Anelka and all of them players in the team back then. Vieira, bad boy footballers, man. Yeah, and Bergkamp, like, mate, that penalty miss. I remember I was watching that in. I lived in Milton Keynes at the time, and there's an estate there called Bancroft, like posh estate, Bancroft Park. Yeah, at a residence club, you had to pay to be a member there and shit to go in the bar and that. Yeah, like, me and my boy Ollie, he's Man United. I was asked I said, if this game, this fucking game goes to penalties, that was when when Giggsy did the thing. Yeah, I was like, if this goes to penalties, we're bouncing. We only lived across the road. I said, we'll just fuck off. We'll go out. Yeah, we're later. I'll see you tomorrow. I said, because I can't take this, man. And then Giggsy did a madness. I was just like, nah, fuck off, man. And do you know what? That's one of the I've only got 3 friends from school still that I speak to. Yeah, he's one of them. And he said to me the other week, he said, I hope you win the league. Yeah? And he messaged me the other day. He said, you fucked it.
Yeah.
Fucked it. Straight up. Nothing else. You fucked it. Yeah, fucked it. Yeah, but I think that 99 treble team, I think even Arsenal 08 team would beat that Man United team. Yeah, because we had fucking Eduardo, we had Walcott, that team was younger than the team we've got now, by the way. And we got Champions League semi. Yeah, that was when you battered us with Tevez and Rooney and all that. But I think if we played your 99 team with that 08, 09 team, I think our 08, 09 team beats that 99 team. Because I don't think they were that great.
Nah.
Not if you look at where the league positions was, Chelsea finished 2 or 3 points behind Man United, and they finished.
No, you're right, bro. Like it was 4-4-2. Wingers put the ball in the box, and that. Like I get it. Like the style of football that was played later on by the Arsenal team and stuff like that. Like I think it would have been, it would have been difficult for that United team. Innit? It's just different eras, different styles of football. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't the most fluid team.
Van Persie, Eduardo, Walcott. Fucking Nasri, Arshavin. Was Arshavin there or was that? No, it was a bit later. Yeah, we had a fucking sick team, man. Yeah, but bro, Sky Sports even made a fucking advert out of that fucking goal that you scored, man. They took the ball away. Do you remember that? They took the ball away. Rooney, Tevez, and Ronaldo breaking away. Do you remember? And they took the ball away. Yeah, bro, that United team that you had in 09, mate, 08, 09, that team was a joke. Yeah, that's one of the best football teams I've ever seen. Yeah, that was in an era where fucking Pep was making football fucking different. You know, with that Barca team. And that team was cold, man. But listen, we are going to wrap this up in a minute, people. Listen, we've got Man City tomorrow, man. Bro. I have no confidence at all. Give me a score prediction. I'm saying 4-0. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying 3 or 4-0. I think you lot are going to get smoked. You know what I mean? I think the confidence has already left this Arsenal team. I think City are going to put the final nail in the coffin tomorrow.
And you know, when they've got the bit between their teeth, man, they ain't going to untwist that screw. They're going to go for the jugular tomorrow, mate.
No doubt.
Proper bury us. Yeah, because if we get a draw out of that game, it's still kind of in the balance.
Sure.
But yeah, they know if they get a goal, just keep going. Yeah, just absolutely bury him. Yeah, it don't matter if he's mates with fucking Arteta or not, mate. He's going for a treble. Yeah, I'm going 4-0, man. Hopefully, we don't see fucking Zinchenko at left back, but we know we will. And it is what it is. Mahrez or Bernardo, whoever plays, is going to fucking smoke us on that side, but it is what it is. What you got coming up, man?
I've got a show with Lewis coming up on my channel straight after this, guys. So I'll see you over there if you're coming over, man. I'm going to talk about Chelsea. Obviously, it looks like Pochettino is near enough done and dusted. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that. The
Tottenham legend, yeah? Tottenham
looks like it, bro.
Yeah, Tottenham ledge. Yeah, he's going to win fuck all at Chelsea as well. Where's this comment I want to read before we wrap up? Where is it? La Liga is a dead league. La Liga ain't a dead league, mate. There's a reason that Sevilla and Real Madrid always arrive in semi-finals and finals in Europe, mate. Yeah, that ain't a dead league. There's a reason Villarreal won the Europa League 2 years ago. Yeah, our league is not as good as people make it out to be. Yeah, it really ain't. Yeah, it's good. It's entertaining. It's great to watch. But ultimately, mate, in Europe, we all flop. That's it. That's it. And that's because we don't take it seriously. But on that bombshell, man, I'll be back again tomorrow. You got nothing from me all day tomorrow until 8:15 Spanish time, 7:15 UK. And then Henry Wright's joining me because he thinks he's fucking smart. Yeah. Yeah, you think, oh, bro, that guy's been talking the most, yeah? Fucking cool. But he's invited me to the watch-along on Thursday. I told him straight, 5-0 United. Yeah, 5-0 United. Yeah, but he teed this up 2 weeks ago, yeah, when we played Liverpool. He was like, let me on the watch-along. I said, you can come on the watch-along, mate. I said, you better hope Arsenal don't fucking pull out a miracle, mate. A miracle in Manchester.
Yeah.
I said, because the next day you're getting slapped. But it is what it is. Anyway, we're out of here, people. Sub to Rants, link in the title. Sub to me. And yeah, man, we're out of here. Adios. Ciao.